New LEGO football sets just dropped for 2026, let's check them out. First set in our list is 43032 FIFA World Cup 2026 official emblem, which will be released on May 1st, 2026 and will retail for $24.99. This set is built from 298 pieces and doesn't include any minifigure, which for me is definitely a downside, especially since a small exclusive figure could have made this set way more appealing. But focusing on the build itself, this is clearly meant to be a clean display piece rather than a playset. The emblem design is actually recreated really nicely, and LEGO did a good job translating the official World Cup logo into brick form. The shaping feels accurate and the colors pop really well, making it instantly recognizable. One of the strongest parts of this set is definitely a stand. It's simple, but it does exactly what it needs to do. It elevates the model and makes it easy to place pretty much anywhere, whether that's on a desk, shelf, or even in a background setup for videos. Overall, even without a minifigure, this is still a solid option if you're into football or just want something to represent the 2026 World Cup. It's not the most exciting set in the wave, but it does its job well as a display piece. Next up is set number 43011, Lionel Messi soccer highlights, releasing May 1st, 2026 for $29.99. This set comes with 500 pieces and includes one minifigure, and we have to start with that because it's easily the main highlight here. The Messi minifigure is honestly really well done. The face print, the hair and the overall detailing make it instantly recognizable, and it feels like LEGO really put effort into getting this one right. For fans of Messi, this alone could be a reason to pick up the set. But the build itself is also very strong. At the back we get his huge number 10, which is obviously iconic, and underneath is there are Argentinian inspired buildings that add a bit of storytelling to the set. It's not just a random, it actually connects to his identity and career. The posing of Messi is also a really nice touch. He's placed in a dynamic shooting position which adds energy to the display instead of just making it feel static. At the front we also get his signature and a stat plate, which makes the whole thing feel more like a collector piece. Overall, this is a really complete set, great minifigure, strong build and a lot of display value. Next set on our list is 43012, Cristiano Ronaldo soccer highlight, which also be released on May 1st, 2026 for $29.99. This set is built from 490 pieces and includes one minifigure, Cristiano Ronaldo himself. So let me know in the comments, Ronaldo or Messi. Starting with the minifigure, LEGO really delivered here. The Series 7 figure looks clean, detailed and very accurate, capturing his look really well. It definitely feels like one of the standout figures in this entire wave. Now, looking at the build, it follows a similar style to the Messi set, but still manages to stand out. The large CR7 logo at the back is bold and instantly recognizable, and it works really well as the centerpiece of the display. One of the best parts here is the bicycle kickstand. It adds a lot of personality to the set and references one of Ronaldo's most iconic moves, which makes it feel more special and unique. It's not just a pose, it actually tells a story. Just like with the Messi set, we also get a state plate at the front, which adds to the premium display feel. Overall, this is another really strong set in the lineup and definitely a must-have if you're a Ronaldo fan. Next is set number 43013, Kylian Mbappé soccer highlights, releasing May 1st, 2026 for $29.99. This set is built from 490 pieces and includes one minifigure, Kylian Mbappé. Starting with the minifigure, this one is actually really solid. It captures Mbappé look very well, and it's one of those figures where you instantly know who it is without even thinking twice, which is always a good sign. The build continues the same style as the rest of the highlight series, but with its own unique touches. The massive number 10 at the back looks great and stands out nicely, and underneath it we get a French landmark, which adds a bit of cultural context to the set. Mbappé himself is placed on a large M build, which is a really creative design choice. The colors match well and make the whole display feel cohesive. Overall, this set feels very balanced. It may not be the most flashy one in the wave, but everything works together really nicely, making it a strong and clean display piece. Next up is set number 43027, Vinicius Junior soccer highlights, which will be released on May 1st, 2026 for $29.99. This set is built from 510 pieces and includes a Vinicius Junior minifigure. Now, starting with the minifigure, and being honest, this is probably the weakest one out of the entire lineup. It's not bad, but compared to the others, it just doesn't stand out as much or feel as detailed. However, the build itself definitely makes up for it. Just like the other sets in the series, we get a large display structure, and here it's focused around the Vini Junior 7 branding, which actually looks really clean and bold. Underneath that we got Brazilian inspired buildings, which adds a nice layer of detail and make that set feel more connected to his background. It's a small touch, but it really helps the overall presentation. Even though the minifigure isn't the strongest, the set as a whole is still very solid. If you're a fan of Vini Junior, you'll still find a lot to like here, especially with how good the display looks. Next is set number 43033, 2026 US Soccer National Team jersey, releasing May 1st, 2026 2026 for $24.99 US. This set includes 167 pieces and comes with 2 minifigures. Starting with the minifigures, this is actually one of the more fun aspects of the set. You get multiple heads, hair pieces and kit options, so you can fully customize your players. It's a small detail, but it adds a lot of personality and replay value. Now looking at the build, it's definitely smaller compared to the other sets, but it still does something interesting. The jersey itself is the main focus, and while it's simple, it looks decent and recognizable. One thing I actually like more than jersey is the frame. It gives the whole set a display-like feel, almost like something you'd hang on a wall or place on a shelf. The best feature here is definitely the ability to change the number on the jersey. It's a simple function, but it adds interactivity and makes the set feel more customizable. Overall, it's not the biggest or most detailed set, but it's fun, unique, and offers something different from the rest of the wave. Next is set number 43016, Cristiano Ronaldo Soccer Legend, which will be released on May 1st, 2026 for $79.99 US. This set is built from 854 pieces and doesn't include any minifigure. This set focuses entirely on a large statue build of Cristiano Ronaldo, and overall it looks really impressive. The proportions are solid, the pose is strong, and the addition of the bow and stand makes it feel like a proper display piece. However, we have to talk about the face. It's just a bit off. I don't know what it is exactly, but it gives that slightly cursed look that some LEGO statues have. It's not terrible, but it definitely stands out in a negative way. That being said, everything else about the set is really well done. One of the coolest features is that you can actually reposition the figure into a bicycle kick pose, which adds a lot of value and makes it more dynamic. Overall, despite the face issue, this is still a really strong set and a great display piece, especially for Ronaldo fans. Next is set number 43015, Lionel Messi Soccer Legend, releasing May 1st, 2026 for $79.99 US. This set is built from 958 pieces and also doesn't include a minifigure. Compared to the Ronaldo version, this one immediately stands out as the better looking statue, mainly because the face is done much better. It looks more natural and doesn't have that off feeling. The detailing here is also really strong, especially the tattoo on Messi's arm, which adds a lot of realism and makes the build feel more premium. It's one of those small details that really elevates the whole set. Another great element is the number behind him, which helps frame the build and makes it feel more complete as a display piece. It's not just a figure, it's a full composition. The only real downside is the lack of minifigure, just like with the Ronaldo set. Including one would make this set even better and more collectible. Overall, this is a very clean and well executed display set, and definitely one of the stronger ones in this wave. And the last set is 43018, Lionel Messi Celebration, which will be released on May 1st, 2026 and will retail for $199.99 US, which is massive. This set is built from 1,427 pieces and doesn't come with any minifigure, but honestly it really doesn't need one because the main build completely carries the set. And we have to start with the overall look, because this thing just stands out immediately. The green and blue color combination works perfectly and gives the set a really premium, almost artistic vibe. It feels less like a LEGO set and more like a proper display piece you could put on a shelf or even in a studio setup. Now focusing on the main build, Messi himself. LEGO actually did an amazing job here. The proportions are really solid, the pose feels natural and dynamic, and all these small details are just on the point. The shirt looks great, the shaping of the body is clean, and the tattoo detailing on his arm is honestly one of the highlights of the whole set. It adds so much realism and makes the build way more premium. Another thing is, I really like how everything comes together as one complete display. It's not just a figure standing here. It actually feels like a celebration moment frozen in time, which fits the name of the set perfectly. You can really tell LEGO wanted this to be the centerpiece of the entire football wave. Of course, the price is pretty high, so this is definitely not for everyone, but if you're a big football fan and a Messi fan, or just someone who likes unique LEGO display sets, this could easily be one of the best sets in the whole lineup. And that's all the new LEGO football sets. Let me know your favorite in the comments. And if you want to see all the upcoming LEGO Star Wars April 2026 sets, click the video on the screen right now.